Hey people, welcome to Monday. I hope your Monday didn't suck too bad. Being as it's Monday, I thought we'd do something a little different. So I thought we'd jump on the modern Monday bandwagon. I've got quite a few modern knives that I was into for a while, I'm not so much into now, but I still have them, so might as well do a video. So I thought we'd look at two moderns today, and the first one we're going to look at, they're both from Civivi. The first one we'll look at is probably one of their better selling models, the Civivi Praxis. And that's going to be model number C18026E-3. And this particular version is a back flipper with a button lock. The advertised close length is 4.87 inches. That's pretty close. I mean, it's just a hair off of 5 inches. The opening mechanism, as I said, is a back flipper. Your lock is a button lock. Your close to release on the button lock. It's very, very smooth action, very drop sheddy. You want to make sure your fingers are out of the way. It's fortunate the flipper does. Should you accidentally release it, the flipper will kind of give you a break there to protect your hand. The overall length is advertised at 8.62 inches. We got 8. I'd say that's pretty close to accurate. Your blade length is advertised at 3.75 inches. I'd say that's pretty close. You've got a cutting surface on it. I'd say about 3 1/3 inches. They say the blade thickness is 0.47 inches. I don't have calipers with me, so we're going to take their word for that. The weight is 3.9 ounces. So it's a light knife. I mean, yeah, it's a light knife. The blade material is Nitro-V steel. It's advertised Rockwell hardness of 59 to 61. The grind is flat. It's got a satin finish, and it's a drop point. Got a swedge along the top. Got a short bit of jimping right here. Probably good when you're choked back. You got a nice, good-sized finger choil there. So the jimping really could have stood to come out another 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. Your handle scales are aluminum, lime green in color. You've got a lime green backspacer that is also aluminum. And yeah, you've got a tip-up pocket clip that is indeed reversible. So good one for the lefties. And you've got a lanyard loop in the back. It comes razor sharp. All Civivi's knives come razor sharp. You can see you've got a very, very even grind on that side. And again, very even on that side. Yeah, not much left of this piece of paper. Yeah. Once it bites in, it's taken off. So it is razor sharp right from the factory. Clip material is stainless steel. Screw material, stainless steel. Pivot assembly is a caged ceramic ball bearing. And the lock mechanism, like we said, is a button lock. So you've got what looks to be T8 screws, T6s for your handle clip in here, T8s on the frame, and a T8 for your pivot. You got your Civivi C right there on the pivot. And look really close, you've got your Nitro-V steel marking on the blade. That's a big size knife. I mean, I've got not large hands, moderate size hands, and there's a good amount sticking out past my hand. If you choke up, there's a whole lot of handle sticking out of there. So if you've got bigger hands, you'll probably like the fit of this. You've got finger grooves all along that, for my hand, they nestle in nice. So this is just an all-around quality knife. There's not a real complaint I can offer about that. The aluminum, I mean, it makes it light. A little texturing wouldn't hurt. It is a very smooth surface. But other than that, I really have nothing bad I can say about this knife. So if you have an opportunity to pick one up and you have a use for a knife of that size, it's definitely a good option. So for the second knife we're going to look at, again, it's a Civivi. Civivis always come in these nice little zippered out cases. And you'll get stickers and you get the buffing cloth and whatnot. We are going to look at the little brother, the mini Praxis. And that is model number C18026C-1. And that comes in with a closed length. They advertise at 3.81 inches. I'm going to say that's fairly accurate. The overall length, they say, is 6.79 inches. I'd say that's pretty close. Much like the big brother, you've got the back flipper. Blade length, they say, is 2.98 inches. Now, if you measure right from the end of the scale, I'd say that's coming in more right at 3 inches. If you measure from the back of the scale, it's over 3 inches, so they might be a little off in that one. And your cutting surface is probably just shy of 2.5 inches. You've got the same basic blade design as the big brother. Your drop point with your swedge along the top. You've got, again, your nice good sized finger choil. The same jimping on the back. So if you're choked back, it's fine. If you're choked up, they really could have taken that a little farther up the blade. The blade steel on this one is D2. The blade hardness is 58 to 60. It's again a flat grind. It's got a black stonewash finish on this blade. And as I said, it's a drop point. It's the exact same blade, just smaller and a different finish on it. Handle material on this one is green G10. The handle liner material is stainless steel. And your liner collar is black. You've got, again, a tip-up pocket clip. Unfortunately, this time that is not reversible. Clip material is stainless steel. Screw materials are stainless steel. Pivot assembly is a cage ceramic ball bearing, just the same as the big brother. This time your locking mechanism is a liner lock. And there is good access to that liner lock. It's got the same finger grooves as the big brother. Now in my hand, when I grab it, I'm just sneaking off the end there. So the finger grooves on this one don't quite match up with my fingers. If I nestle into the first finger groove, then, I'm kind of riding up high on the peak at the bottom of the second groove. So not quite as comfortable in the hand, but again, a super light knife. If I choke up with it, it's pretty comfortable. But you've got nothing hardly sticking out the back there. You've got, again, it's like T6 screws for your pocket clip and T8s for your handle scales and your pivot. And again, the Civivi C on the pivot. No markings on the blade I can see about the steel. But extremely smooth action. Not quite as drop shutty as the Big Brother. That could simply be the weight of the blade. Your blade alignment is absolutely down the center. Same with the Big Brother. And there you have it. Of the two, I tend to carry the Mini a little more often. It's a good 5th pocket clip size. If you're wearing a pair of jeans, it fits in that 5th pocket really nice. Both have a deep carry pocket clip. So they literally just disappear in the pocket. Closer look at those. It's actually the pocket clip on the Mini is just a hair deeper. It goes right to the back. Whereas on the Big Brother, it's a few millimeters there where it's just above the top. But both excellent knives. I mean, I carry them both. Like I said, I carry the Mini a little more often just because it's a more convenient size just for everyday carry. But I am eager at some point to take the big fella to the woods and just see how it holds up to some tasks in the woods. I mean, it's not a fixed blade. You're not going to use it and treat it like a fixed blade. But I'm curious to how the blade will hold up and how that pivot lock will hold up. But very fidgety knife. Got a good snap on the open. I mean, that just bangs open. And the Little Brother's does too. In fact, I kind of like the sound the Little Brother has on the opening better. A little more punctuation to that, I think. Now, I said before, I don't like a super drop shotty blade, so I like the closure on the Mini better. I prefer to just close it by hand. But the Big Brother, definitely with that pivot lock, is very drop shotty. And you really can't close it by hand. You really have to kind of let it close itself. But there you have it. You've got the Civivi Praxis and its little brother, the Civivi Mini Praxis. Both great knives. If you like that style knife, either I think would work excellent for you. And that's where we're going to call it today. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please consider tapping that like button down below. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please drop those in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more, please hit that subscribe button. And consider tapping that bell if you'd like to be notified every time I release a video. That said, hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you learned some new things and made yourself just a little bit more handy, because we need more handy people in the world today. Y'all take care.